I'm speaking tonight because despite following all legal and policy requirements, I was once again denied the right to have a closed session item placed on the agenda regarding a workplace violence restraining order. I submitted a formal written request on March 30th and April 10th, citing various codes, including board bylaws 9271A and 9322. Superintendent Jimenez acknowledged receipt and followed up with President Serrano, yet she never responded to me and the item was excluded from tonight's agenda. Board bylaw 9322 clearly states that if a board member's request is denied or postponed, the requesting trustee must be notified. That never happened. Instead, President Serrano claimed a while back ago today that she responded to the team, asking for evidence, but never responded to me directly, which is what board policy requires. When I attempted to clarify that I had already provided privileged documentation to legal counsel, I was not allowed to speak. To make matters worse, some of the documentation I submitted is protected under attorney-client privilege. It is legally improper to expect me to present that information outside of closed session. That is exactly why the item needed to be agendized. This is not just a governance failure, it is retaliation, selective enforcement, and an abuse of power. And this isn't the first time. On February 13th, I raised a point of order to ask a clarifying question about a board bylaw. Serrano refused to allow Dr. Jimenez or legal counsel to respond. Then the board voted to remove me from the meeting. Before that vote, Adriana Quinones acknowledged that all of this would have been avoided if my question had just been answered. But yet, Quinones still voted to remove me, claiming I caused a disruption. Let the record show. The LA County District Attorney reviewed the incident, agreed I did not willfully disrupt the meeting. The facts were on my side. Tonight, Mr. Kwok raised a point of order, and while Serrano initially tried to block Dr. Jimenez from responding, Mr. Kwok was ultimately allowed to ask his clarifying question. The double standard could not be clearer. I am now formally demanding that my workplace violence be added to the agenda item for next board meeting's closed session agenda. There is no legal justification for its continued exclusion. And because Trustee Serrano, Quinones, and De La Torre voted no on adding the item, despite full legal justification and clear board policy, I will be including their actions in the civil rights case I am building against the district. It is unacceptable that a board member must sign up for public comment because I'm always being targeted and not being allowed to speak on the dais, as is my right as a board member.